Let's talk about the ghost cities of Japan. Japan has about 8.5 million abandoned homes. Just the opposite of what we're seeing here in America, where we have too many people and not enough homes. So, what's different in Japan versus the United States? Well, we're going to talk about it and we're going to tie it in with the broader housing market. Hey, everybody, my name is JJ, watching Bull, Boom, Bear, Bust. It is August 20th, 2021. What is today? Friday? Friday. Happy Friday. And hopefully, everyone has a good weekend coming up here. A quick note before we get into today's report, and this is going to be a shorter one. It's just going to be about the ghost cities, ghost towns in Japan. But I just had to shut down a couple fake Bull Boom accounts. For example, Facebook. I'm not on Facebook. And then WhatsApp. I'm still trying to figure out what app even is, or WhatsApp. I don't have it. It's not a web page apparently. It's an app on your phone. But apparently someone's over there acting like they're Bull Boom Bear Bust, and they're sending out messages and doing some stuff there. I think they're soliciting people. So if you get messages from me telling you to buy something or sign up something. No, it's not me. I'm just on YouTube and Twitter. And even Twitter, I don't post that much, but that is a real account at Twitter. That's really me. So just wanted to put that quick word of caution out there. Let's talk about Japan. What's happening? Are there really ghost towns? Well, sort of. Japan is trying to lure people into rural areas by selling $500 homes, but it's not enough to fix the country's ghost town problems. With more than 8 million abandoned homes, the $500 incentive, or $500 homes to incentivize people to buy these homes plus tax breaks is still not enough to incentivize people to move to these rural areas. Why? Because lack of jobs. So here's the thing, you can go pay cash for a house way out in the country and think that you have no more bills, so you don't need to work. Well, sorry, it's not tax free. You get tax breaks, but you're still going to have to pay taxes. So if they really wanted to entice people to go out there, let them move out there knowing that they actually may not have to ever work again as long as their home is paid off. Because if you give them a tax free piece of land, I think people will be more confident. But no, they always have to have you paying for the privilege of having a place to live, pretty much the same wherever you go. Now, what's the deal with the United States? Why are we in a housing bubble? And why is Japan over 8 million abandoned homes? Well, it's population. The population is decreasing, and they have a negative birth rate now for many, many decades. All right, these abandoned houses have created ghost villages in Japan's rural prefectures where homes can neither be filled nor knocked down. In some areas, it's 1 out of every 5 homes is empty. So it's not a complete ghost town, but you can see nearly 8.5 million abandoned homes. And these shots are off of Twitter, by the way. While moving to small towns creates cultural divides and bureaucratic difficulties, the issue is also linked to the birth rate in Japan, which has been on a downward trend since the 1970s. So as you can see, a lot of things in Japan are different than here when it comes to the population growth and population decline, in this case in Japan. But some things are the same. We see people flocking to mostly larger cities. Now, back when the Great Sickness happened in 2020, just the opposite happened. People started leaving big cities, and especially with the remote work trend or craze and opportunities that brought for people to live further out of the cities. But now we see the reverse happening. Some companies are calling people back to the office, and a lot of people that bought out in the country are having a hard time figuring out what to do with their home. I read a few different tech companies that had work at home opportunities, and then they called people back. Some companies cut pay for people that didn't move back because they figured if people were going to live in a lower priced area, then they don't deserve the high pay that they were getting when they lived in the more expensive downtown city area. Now, Japan's prime minister has a plan. He says, quote, through tourism and agricultural reforms, we will create a flow of people into rural areas and increase local incomes, revitalize rural areas, and boost the Japanese economy, unquote. Now, here's a shot of a couple that run a cafe from a home that they bought for a really low price way out in the countryside. And they also do farming. But some of these homes are so far into the countryside that, quote, while driving, it's not uncommon for a troop of monkeys and badgers to cross the road even during the day. Continues, the monkeys and badgers may feel comfortable crossing the road because of the relative lack of humans in the area. And this is a particular city where the population has been declining since 1996. Also, something to think about, when you have a declining birth rate, you're going to have an aging population where the majority of the population grows older and you don't have enough young people in the workforce. And also, you have a lot of people taking care of their elder relatives, making it even more difficult for the younger generation to go ahead and pay for and care for everyone else. So I thought that was an interesting article. Again, I'm going to make this a short one today. Thanks everybody for joining in. What do you think about these Japan ghost cities and these abandoned houses for as low as $500? Would you move there and just maybe farm or live off the land? Of course, if you don't speak the language, it's not too easy in Japan to get by. It's not as diverse as some other countries. Thank you everyone for watching this report today. Stay well, stay safe, keep stacking. Bye for now. Peace.